Hi everyone, Alan from Newlands Nursery. Welcome to today's 5-Minute Friday. And I'm quite excited really because this is one of the first sowings of the year. I absolutely love growing plants from seed. There's still, even though we've done it thousands and thousands of times, there's still something very special about sowing a tiny little seed which produces into a fantastic plant. So we are sowing parsley for you today. It's nice and easy to do. It is well worth doing. Lots of us use a huge amount of parsley in our cooking, and actually with smoothies around and stuff like that, it is a fantastic source of vitamin C and real goodness. So cutting parsley off, using fresh parsley in smoothies in your breakfast smoothie is always worth doing. But obviously we use parsley for so many things. It is almost one of those essential herbs for the garden. So what I've got is obviously parsley seed, nice fresh parsley seed, a cell tray, but you can use a pot. Make sure there's holes for drainage. I've got a drip tray, and that's just to save a windowsill or something like that. And I'm just going to fill it with a good quality compost. Seed and cutting compost would work really well. If not, a very good quality multi-purpose is one to go for as well. They're not the fussiest seeds around with regards to the compost. We are very lucky to have sort of a commercial grade compost, and this is what we sow into. But the closest you'll get will be like a seed or cutting compost, and just make sure it drains nicely. So I'm just placing the compost in, just leveling it out. We want a nice level seed bed to sow onto, and I'll give it a tap down just so any air gaps disappear, and kind of put it straight in there. Okay, so when it comes to seed, there are 3 different types of parsley, or 3 main types, all really good for cooking and growing. Probably flat leaf French parsley is the one that you see a lot of the chefs using, but Italian parsley works well as well. And curled parsley is the one you'll see almost as garnish, but can be cooked as well. What you find with the cold parsley is it tends to lose a bit of flavour when you cook it. So I'd probably go for flat leafed or Italian parsley if you're going to cook with it. Okay, so this is what parsley seed looks like. It's like a beige colour, relatively small, but not so small that you can't handle it. So we're going to sow in a cell this big, around about, I don't know, 5 to 10 seeds per cell. If you are going to put it in a pot, a 9cm pot, for example, probably up that to about 15. But it doesn't have to be precise. Don't panic about it. So I just get like a little pinch of seeds and just sprinkle them around about the centre. Again, that doesn't have to be precise. They will tend to go everywhere. I don't really panic too much about them being on top of each other either. If you think of how you use parsley and how you cut parsley, you'll use it in bunches. So you don't want just one stem of parsley, you want several when you're using it. So simple as that. I'd finish that off as well. I personally would do a wholesale tray of this size of parsley, because you could start snipping this end and then it would start re-sprouting, and you can use that for a long period of time. Plus it fits on a windowsill quite nicely. So once you've sown the seeds, all that's left to do is just cover the seeds with a light cover of compost. You can use vermiculite or perlite, but we're just looking just to hide the seeds underneath the compost, just to tuck them in basically. And it's as simple as that. For something like parsley, I'm going to place this lid on so it germinates best. That keeps the moisture in, keeps a little bit of warmth in as well. And like I said, a windowsill is perfect. A heated greenhouse works really well as well. We're aiming for around about 18 degrees for them to germinate at their best. They take a bit of time, but when they start sprouting, before you know it, they start growing and growing really quickly. So if you sow them this time of year, you're definitely picking fresh parsley for the spring. If you've got any questions at all, get in contact. See you soon.